F-16 Fighting Falcon!
Watch his team trace at the vertical bigger right over the demonstration area. Show center, he'll be in full afterburner just under the speed of sound at 700 miles per hour. Major Heister would like to address the crowd from the cockpit. Let's listen in now.
You've got time, wait.
Good afternoon, Thunderbirds. It's Steve, checking in for the F-16. I'd like to dedicate time to the home veterans that are in attendance here that served America. Whether you took the uniform off yesterday or 50 years ago, we're thankful for your service. For your century memorial, thank you. God bless America, God bless Thunderbirds.
Kind of fast.
After your country show dinner, Major Heister will accelerate rapidly and snap the F-16 through a series of aileron rolls, demonstrating its exceptional roll maneuverability. Dropping in from the left, FEMA, and the triple roll.
The ability to turn tide is not just a capability of the airplane, but of the fighter pilot as well. To demonstrate its ability to outturn any adversary, FEMA will fly a minimum radius turn while being pressed with a speed at 9 times the force of gravity, while sustaining his new body weight of 1,800 pounds and flying with precision. Major Heister will now demonstrate the F-16's quick handling characteristics as he performs a 4-point roll at show center, pausing briefly at each 90-degree increment. Notice the precision at which these individual movements are executed. In from the left, the F-16 and the 4-point roll.
High-speed pass. Every second he'll be covering the distance of 3 football fields or 950 feet per per second. This is still less than half the Viper's top speed of Mach 2. Repositioning for a maneuver which will demonstrate the F-16's ability to turn tight and stay unpredictable, a trait which helps the Viper survive against low altitude threats. He will then quickly transition from the horizontal flight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, it's the Falcon turn. Major Houston is now following the F-16 to prepare for a slow-speed, high-alpha pass. While the Viper can fly at more than twice the speed of sound, slow-speed control is just as important when maneuvering in a dogfight. This will be your best opportunity to look closely at the aircraft and its flight controls. FEMA will be holding the Viper at a 23 degrees, nose-up position and moving at only 120 miles per hour. When he reaches show center, Major Houston will apply full afterburner and pull back on the stick for a near vertical climb, demonstrating the F-16's awesome thrust-to-weight ratio.
Cameras ready as Major Houston prepares to demonstrate the combination of thrust and digital flight control systems that makes the knife edge maneuver possible. In from the right, the F-16 and the knife edge pass.
Climb with a series of aileron rolls. As he pulls back on the sticks, you will see the Viper's exceptional power and rolling ability as he sends it from 300 feet to over 3 miles in less than 20 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major Heister has begun his spiraling descent in preparation for the dedication pass. Major Heister and the rest of the F-16 Viper demonstration team wish to dedicate this next pass to the men and women from all branches of the armed forces and their families, stationed around the world defending America. We would like to recognize our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance who are fighting wounds that we can see while also battling those we cannot. To honor every American who has given their lives defending this great nation, if possible, we ask you to please stand for this salute. And now, from behind the crowd and to the right, the F-16 Viper demonstration team proudly presents the dedication pass.
The Viper you see in action today is maintained and showcased by our expert team of majestic public affairs professionals. Crew Chief, Staff Sergeant Colton Division, Leonville, Louisiana. Staff Sergeant William Kelly from Las Vegas, Nevada. Senior Airman Eli Sanchez from Visalia, California. Electrical Environmental Specialist, Staff Sergeant Grayson Reeves from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Avionics Specialist, Senior Airman Blaine Gibson from Medford, Oregon. And Public Affairs Specialist, Senior Airman Stephen Carter.
They're gonna do the steward thing right now.